Heyo. Yeah, I'm just doing my weekly thing. This one will be just more of like a recap of what I posted on my Instagram, so just topics like that. But yeah, I guess I could start off with Monday. It was about I attended a funeral and spoke to the kid whose grandfather passed away and just kind of wanted a happy memory from him. And it was interesting because then he said like I just didn't get to hang out with him too often, so and I put him on the spot, so I didn't expect any grand story. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of my grandparents, where it's like you just never have enough time. Always in hindsight, you don't get to hang out with them, and you don't hang out with them as much, or you wanted to hang out with them more. And obviously, with me, when I think of death, and give it a moment and really just kind of go, okay, what can we do to make living better, life better? And so yeah, it was an interesting story, and I guess with that post, I just wanted to convey a moment in time, and then also just to say, hug your parents, hug your grandparents, hug your loved ones, hug your friends and family. You just never know what will happen, and create those happy memories. But yeah, so that was that day, and it was always always a mind f, you know, death, the permanent, never to see them again, crapola. And then I didn't want to focus on death a whole lot, so I jumped topics. Me being my ADD self, I guess. Tuesday, I don't have these listed by day, and my phone's the one recording, so I can't double check it. So I'm gonna kind of sound wishy-washy. But one of them was what was going on. I'm not gonna get political, but what was happening with the bombings and Trump blaming certain countries, Iran and all these things, and the gas and all that. And my whole point with that is I'm tired of it. It's so stupid. Oh my God. Like, yes, I get it. We live on a planet and we've managed to create a system where we're not just, all America, everything we make, everything's domestic, blah, blah, blah. We do, yeah, I get it. Like we have to rely on foreign oil and the policies that go with foreign policies and all that jazz. My point is, and this is only for the people that can do it. If you can afford it, go electric. Go electric vehicle. I don't care if you hate electric vehicles. It's just this is where I'm going to talk a little longer. I'm tired of it. It's just like, oh my God. So some bombings occurred. Gas prices are going up, and then they talk about how California has higher gas prices in general, as opposed to all the other states. And I'm just kind of going, oh my God, I don't even have an electric car. I wish I could. And I'm just kind of going, because it's just, why do we want to put this? Okay, not enough all-terrain vehicling, not enough sports driving, not enough wanting to show off my big, Wang luxury cars, like, are enough to satisfy this BS of like, okay, when something that's out of my hand, a terrorist attack or an attack, drives up prices, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? The sun is free. The steps to live correctly, though, is get solar panels onto your home or apartment, and try to get the landlord to do it, and whatever. And then have an electric car. That way, everything's clean. Solar energy. You're charging your car during the day, and you're using the sun. And it just is this beautiful thing. And the sun will never be a terrorist attack. It will only die in a few hundred, maybe 1,000 years and blow up. And that's just it, going a few. It's just like, I'm talking about sanity. I don't, I haven't lived on this earth long, but I've lived long enough to just kind of go, okay, I've seen enough news stories of gas prices going up, And what do we do as a dumb, I'm going to use harsh words to kind of get you to wake up. We're dumb because we just go, oh, like all we do is complain. Oh, gas prices are so high now. Oh, like, and then that's it. Well, now we kind of have choices. Kind of. They're still pricey. I get it. But it's like, Elon Musk, thank you, Tesla, $30,000 car, cool, and they go up in value depending on like the battery and all that, whatever. But it's still, he's trying to do an affordable thing. And solar panels are getting cheaper, and there's a lot of California incentives, and probably other states too. And yeah, so there's ways, we just have to kind of ask ourselves, do we want, I don't know, depending on how much money you make or whatever, do we want that cup of joe, or do we want that vacation, because these are higher price things. Just want to make sure we're still recording. And it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. So it's sacrifice. And what I want to get into with a few bullets with sacrifice is I remember when I got my first smartphone years back when they first came out. And the guy said to me immediately, he's like, the whole battery life of like having to 2 days before you charge is over. You'll have to charge every day now. And I was like, okay. And I'm assuming, because smartphones are out there, that we live in a world where we're okay with that. We adapted, we sacrificed and survived. We didn't just go, I'm not gonna buy this product that's good because, I don't want to charge my phone every day. What's my point with that? People, we all have our stories why we don't buy our electric car. And some of them are valid, some of them are what? One of the biggest ones is, oh, I gotta charge it more, I don't get to just go to, from Los Angeles to San Francisco on one tank and have to charge and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, guess what? This is supply and demand, and this is a technological evolution we're doing right now. So our sacrifice is that we create the supply and the demand, and we get all the cars, and as time goes, and it will go quickly because people are going, okay, a lot of people have electric cars, let's advance these technologies and give you that full charge as you go up to San Francisco. So I don't want to hear this like BS of charging. It's just a lifestyle change we have to change. We have to adapt. So it's like, okay, I'm kind of on a low charge, but I'm going to this place. They have a charging place. Okay, maybe I have to eat lunch there, or maybe I have to walk around for a little while. Yes, I don't get to fill up my tank and that takes a couple minutes like gas, but I have to go somewhere and charge it and have to chill there for a little while. That's my sacrifice for eliminating BS. BS being gas. And it's just like, God, I'm so over it. Like, the excuses we come up with, like, as a society, we want that perfect technology to come now. And like, I get it, and I probably sound like a hypocrite to a degree, but like, I get it. But the sacrifice is if you can afford it and you have the thing, do it. I don't care about your SUV, I don't care about like whatever car you prefer. Let's be clever and actually say we're a human race that wants to like, progress a certain way, which I hope would be green, because, I am a believer that the earth gives you everything you need. And then humans make it harder. Great, am I gonna choke right now? And and gas being one of them. So we humans created a system where now we can charge our cars and live off of gas without gas. So let's do it. Let's be awesome. And then maybe in a decade, something cool will come along that is clean and awesome, equivalent to a motor vehicle, gas powered vehicle. Because we can have our cake and eat it too. We just have to we just have to bend certain ways so that government and society will be like, okay, this is the path we're going, kind of like Blu-ray and HD DVDs, who's gonna win the battle? Well, let's go a little more pro-green. Let's go that direction. Because like I said in other videos, I'm very much about being independent. I don't, it's cool that we're society, and it's cool that we have things that's like, okay, those are the designated farmers and those are the designated accountants and all that. But we can also do things where we can be totally independent. We don't need electrical companies. We can have solar. We don't need water. We could do wells, we could do other things that give us water, rain capture, stuff like that. Where, yeah, it sounds kind of barbaric to some of you, some of you that are like, oh, this is weird. But like I said, you start barbaric and then you move on up to all of a sudden you have this machine that captures all the water and you're just kind of going, cool. And that's normal. Don't poop on anything. The way that I'm pooping on gas. But I'm just kind of going, ugh. And I feel dumb. I feel dumb like considering a non-electric car. Why? Because it's like a wagon, Somebody gives you a car and they go, hey, buy this wagon because it's better and blah blah. And, oh, I know I'm sounding like a contradiction right now. But it's like, no. Cars are better than wagons. Like, I'll admit it. Now we have an electric car that's better than a car. A gasoline powered car. So it's like, come on. Come on. Let's do it. Stop being that tool who's just like, oh, I'm like driving an RC vehicle, or whatever. It's like, stop it. It's just better. You get better tech, and it's cleaner, and it's like, yeah. And I'm fully aware that like the process to make batteries can be, I guess, as bad as what's going on, and that as bad as environmental products and stuff. But we're humans that make life complicated, so it's the worser of two evils. Worst of two evils. So I would say that if we're gonna go off that argument, then go electric because it's not as bad. And yeah, I just think pumping gas is dumb and old. Like, my grandparents did it. Why am I doing it? I'd rather charge at my house. I'd rather charge anywhere but that. Pumping gas, cool. Like, we're still doing that 100 years later? Come on, if you want to be all pro tech and we're like better than monkeys and better than elephants and we're the dominant species, then it's like kind of sad that we're still pumping gas and we even got rid of full service. It's like, wow, what a backwards thing. Can't even get people to pump it for us. So I'm just kind of going, I'm just tired of the BS. I'm tired of gas prices going up and down and fluctuating and having other people control my world. And so I'm just kind of going, okay, I want to control my own self. And one of them is electric cars and charging my own stuff and having solar do it for me. That's a beautiful thing. There's so many things that everyone else controls that I have no, say in. So I want as much as I can control. I want to control as much as I can. And so, yeah, that was just like one of the few topics. And then maybe I'll jump back in electric after that, but I think I said what I wanted. The next day I talked about monthly fees as a topic. And mind you, this is for September 16th. I should have said this earlier, through the 20th of 2019. So if any of you wanted to actually scroll to know what topics I was talking about, and here's just a visual marker or a audio marker. But yeah, and so one of them was fees, and like the thing is, that's also another thing that I'm not enjoying as a world that we're getting into is just micro debts. It's dumb. Like this whole argument about Disney Plus coming around, and now it's like Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, and then Dollar Shave. And mind you, I'm not trying to crap on products, so sorry if I'm listing actual brands and not being vague. I guess it's just kind of quicker in my head to go through these, but like shave things and gym memberships and streaming services. And I think I mentioned a car wash that does like a monthly fee thing, and you can wash your car anytime you want. It's like, what? And the post was about a particular workout thing, and the monthly fee is to get a video, so the video can feed you like either a live trainer training with you, or you pay for like various videos throughout the month. But I'm just kind of going, cool, like so dumb. Like, not only like do we not work out enough and all that, but now we need like to pay another service for video. And I know that back in the 80s, it was like you pay for like 20 videos in this package deal, VHS tapes, and it was like insane. And it was the same exact concept, except now it's streaming. I'm just kind of going, how many monthly things? Like, we already have water bill, insurance, electrical bill, waste, whatever other car payments, mortgage. It's like we have all these things, and now we're doing it even more on a monthly service. And it's just kind of going, and here's the thing with me, I'll admit right now, I am not entertained by any of my streaming services. Um, when Netflix first came out, I thought it was just going to be a library online, and I thought that was brilliant. I didn't think it was going to be this BS where people are kind of getting off on. I'm rolling dice, getting off on just like, hey, I get excited when these things are gonna go off next month, and then Netflix sends me what next, the following month's, list of movies coming in. That's exciting for me. We get to no, I just want to like type in the movie and make sure it's there and watch it. I don't want to wait. I don't want to, and I get licensing things and stuff. I get it. It's just dumb. Like, that's what I mean by my final topic, which will be like we make it way more complicated than it has to be. What I would, yeah, license them out. Does it cost a lot? Maybe, but whatever. But it's like, ideally, I just want a virtual freaking library. And I just want to be like, I feel like seeing that movie and I want to watch it. I don't want to buy 5 different ones because one of them has the movie rights to it currently. It's just dumb, and I'm not entertained by any of it, and I'm actually getting kind of bored now. I'm getting bored. Like, I want to thank you, companies, because now you're making it so um, not fun that I'm actually not watching a lot of TV or going to watch a lot of movies because they're all reboots and jazz, but that's a different story. And I'm just kind of I'm enjoying the nature. I'm enjoying the meeting new people. I'm enjoying learning new stuff. These things that I've been doing for years now aren't enjoyable anymore, and they're not enjoyable because we just make it too complicated. We just make it harder than it has to be, and it's just not fun. And so my point was monthly fees and how we have so many of them. And I'm not trying to poop on anything. I just want you to think about it. The idea is literally just think about all the monthly things you pay for. And it's like that. It's like that saying with the getting the $5 cup of coffee. It adds up. Well, yeah, it adds up when you get your cup of coffee every day and you pay this monthly thing. It adds up. And so it's just kind of going like, what kind of world do we want to live in where we're just constantly owing somebody something? Like, what that's not peace. That's not peace of mind. That's nothing. That's just stress. It's just a world that's like harder than it has to be. And I had one person talk about, well, you're paying for happiness. It's the value you put into it. And it's like, I get it. Like, I get it. That's why we're doing it. That's, I get it. But it's like, my concept is like, we are bending to that world. We are becoming like, who knows what kind of utopia we could create if we stop following these things and going, well, that's just way of life. Just think of something different and see if it works or not. And that's what gets me. It's like, come on, just stop. And then, like, and these debts, like, they don't make me like, yeah, I need the gym to work out. Like, I have my own debts, sure, but it's like I could easily run or swim where it's free, and change that. And these things don't make me any happier. They're just kind of ingrained in me from what I've learned in life, and I just kind of, I don't know. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just like, well, what kind of world can we create? I don't even have the answer, but what can we do that's different? That isn't just like, all right, now I'm paying for this monthly thing. Like, I'm sure like coffee places have them. What is it, like Mickey D's, McDonald's has like their monthly thing, and it's like, wow, they're really milking it. And so I want this video to be quicker. I'm sure it's still like 10 minutes long, but yeah, the following day I talked about toothbrushes. And the quick thing that I'll say with that is, the whole greenwashing, and people really kind of go, they sell you crap. A lot of companies try to sell you things, and one of them was Colgate was trying to sell you the bamboo toothbrush, and it's like, cool. I'm glad you're taking that step. Thank you, Colgate. That's really cool. the question you have to ask yourself is, what are the bristles? Are the bristles still plastic, or are they environmentally safe? So look up that. Make sure the whole dang product is green. And that includes packaging. Like, nothing dumber than buying a toothbrush and it's wrapped in this plastic thing. Like, wrap it in paper. I don't know what the new solution is, but do it. Like, it's dumb. Like, I hate that. Like, somebody made a comment where he's like, yeah, I bought a drink with a paper straw, but it was in a plastic cup, with a plastic lid. Like, that's exactly it. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, don't promote a product like a bamboo toothbrush if the bristles are still plastic, wrapped in plastic, sold in plastic. Like, that's not the point. Stop it. Like, stop being so greedy. Like, go all out and you will get so much more respect, and I guarantee you will make money. Colgate. Now sponsor me. So those were the topics that I was talking about, and I want to finish with like today's topic, Friday, which was Buddha or Confucius. And I don't know if Confucius really said this, but the idea is like the meme was like people, life is simple, people make it way harder than it has to be. So I'll just talk about that real quick. It is so freaking true. It's just kind of like all the things that I'm saying, make it all hard. Like, for instance, like, the toothbrush, they make it hard. Like, give me an all green product, not just some. I don't want to do this baby step thing. I don't want to be like, it's good enough. Like, certain things you can do that with and certain things you can't. But like, if you're a big company, just go all out, go all green, figure out a way, and people will love you for it, guaranteed. Stop with these dumb little, like making it harder, where I have to make a decision. Do I want this toothbrush that's cheaper, or do I want this bamboo one but it still has plastic bristles, and I'm still gonna go to hell? It's just like, and we just make things harder. The car thing, the solar panel thing. Like, you would think there's so much money floating around. If we're able to do universal healthcare, we can do universal solar panels. And I don't even want to get into that. Yes, like it's failing or whatever. But it's just like, there's ways. We're just so greedy. We're so greedy and so weird about so many things. And it's just like, just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Like, just all come together right now and just make this world green, and then go back to our crappy behavior. Like, we're gonna get tons of people that are gonna pollute, make things harder. So just go all green, and I don't care what you pollute, because you're polluting green stuff. You're gonna drink out of a banana peel, and you can throw that banana peel on the ground. It's not gonna hurt the planet. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of like the insane amount of people. I talk about city council members, or not members, but like the idea, which I still love. Please go to city council meetings. They're just so crazy and so much fun, and you learn so much. And you learn how complicated life is and how complicated we make it. We got some lawnmowers, so I don't know if you hear that or not, but just we make it so much harder than it has to be. And it's like, we are of a human race that has done crazy beautiful things, and I'm just amazed that we can't be like, let's, solar panels exist, let's all go solar as a human race. Like, that is so weird that we just haven't immediately adapted to all those things. Like, it's a baby step thing, it's like a political thing, it's blah blah blah. It's like, how do you want to go out? Like, I want to go out with a bang, where it's like, man, I made this planet awesome. Like, wow. Like, it's so weird that you want to be like, I want to keep my petroleum for as long as I can. It's like, I get it, Mr. Man who's making lots of money from it. I get it, but it's like, adapt to solar. And so anyway, I might have to cut this short just because the lawnmower's like right there, and that annoys me with stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm just kind of saying, life is going harder. Confucius, we make things way harder than it has to be, and it's really annoying. And I just, this was my week topics of September 16th through the 20th, and it's just kind of like, these are my random thoughts. So I made the video quick, and I'll see you next time. Now enjoy the stomach.